That kind of looks like some Silent Hill type of shit to me. So if I'm August Alsina, I'm getting the hell out of there. What's up everybody? It's Luke James, not the singer. If you're an indie artist looking for an album review and some promo, you can hit up Luke at redmattersite.com. And what I have for you boys and girls today is my review for August Alsina's new album, This Thing Called Life. And I gotta say, man, I think this is actually better than his debut album, Testimony, which was pretty solid to me, and I gave it a 3.5 out of 5 back when I reviewed it. Now this one starts off with an intro where August is just questioning life, and then we get into the first song called Job. It has a great hook from Anthony Hamilton and a solid verse from Jadakiss, and overall this song is just about working hard and doing what you gotta do to survive and get ahead in life. And the song Hollywood is on that same type of shit, because it has August singing a little bit about how people are calling him Hollywood just because he's trying to do better for himself and take care of his family. And I really like how August keeps it personal and honest throughout most of this album. Like on the song Look at How Far I've Come, where he reflects on his past and his struggle, and then on the 90s throwback track Hip Hop, he looks back again at his drug-slinging past and flips some really nice rapid flows on the bridge. So these were a couple of songs that really stood out to me, because it's just interesting to hear an R&B album that goes deep and just isn't all about drinking, partying, fucking, and putting thumbs and fingers up butts, which if you've been watching my channel, you know that seems to be some wild shit that's going on in 2015. But to keep it real, there is a little bit of that type of content on here as well. Like on the bass-heavy banging track Why I Do It, where Lil Wayne comes in with a verse all about how hard his dick is, and just typical Lil Wayne shit, man. He's just a joke to me at this point. He's a cliche. I don't know how people still consider him to be the greatest of all time, but that's a whole other story. And once my top 10 worst of the year drops, well, we'll talk a little bit more about Lil Wayne. Don't you worry about that. But it's also clear that August wants to make a change with his music and have a positive influence on the world. Like on the song Change, where he's basically saying that he has to be the change that he wants to happen. And on the song American Dream, where we get some nice backup vocals from children, he's singing all about how you have to stay inspired and keep pushing despite the people who say that you're never going to amount to anything, because that's what life is all about, having dreams and trying to reach them. Oh, it's beautiful. It's a very uplifting type of track, and August also shows off some storytelling chops on this album. Like on the song Dreamer, where he tells the tale of two lost souls. He just goes in about how a lot of young girls look up to these Instagram models and that type of thing, and a lot of guys want to be thugs and dealers, rather than kids trying to focus on being doctors and lawyers. So that's sort of the thing that this song deals with, and I just thought that was an interesting topic to talk about, because we see it all the time, especially on social media. And it's tracks like this that make August stick out from a lot of the other R&B that we've had going on this year. But he does come with some more traditional style R&B tracks as well. Like the song Would You Know, where August asks a girl if she'd know what to do with his heart if he were to give it to her. And this one has a very super smooth and wavy vibe to it, so I really like this track a lot, because it did have, like I said, that classic and traditional R&B sound to it. Now there's also an outro on this song where August gets very emotional, and it sets up the next song called Song Cry. And on Song Cry, August gets even more emotional as he talks a little bit about suicidal thoughts that he had in the past, how he lost his brother, and he also brings up that he does cry despite the stigma that's associated with men crying, because that's how real he is, and he just doesn't care. So the emotional depth here really helps uplift this album as well, because unlike Chris Brown on his Royalty album, August is not afraid to go deep and get personal and honest. I know I said that multiple times throughout this review, but that's definitely one of the strong points here. Although Chris Brown does join August on the song Been Around the World, where they do a throwback to Puff Daddy's song by the same name and sing about girls that they've had from around the world, so there's definitely some typical shit on here as well, including that song Why I Do It with Lil Wayne, but these tracks are alright for what they are, and they don't really ruin the album, although there are a lot of better songs if you ask me. Overall though, I give this one a 4 out of 5 because August really came with some great content here, and the production is very smooth and cohesive throughout. So if you ask me, I think August deserves to be taken serious as a legitimate R&B artist. Now this one isn't really anything game-changing as far as creativity goes, but it still sounds really good, and I think it's going to make my non-hip-hop top 10 lists at the end of the year. And like I said, my lists are coming soon because January is right around the corner. But that's just what I thought about August Alsina's latest. But as usual, I want to know what you guys think, so hit me up in the comment section and let me know. And man, whew, make sure you do all that good YouTube and social media stuff, where you like my videos, you share them, you follow me on Twitter, you retweet the videos, and you especially subscribe to my channel. We're getting real close to 10K, and at that point we will get another FAQ, so let's make that happen. Thank you for watching, everybody. I'll see you next time.